Hey everybody, it's Eric. Just a quick video today. We're not doing any work on the car this weekend, but I wanted to update everyone on the engine startup, post-mortem, etc. So I got in touch with Vintage Air, and they directed me to DSE on the pump here. And I emailed with Keith over there at DSE. And he clued me into what was going on here. So the fact that there were so many air bubbles in there said there was still air in the system, which I tried cranking the wheels back and forth down here a bunch of times. Didn't matter with the engine running, without the engine running, didn't matter. But the more important thing was it was getting really hot. And he said that implied that there was a restriction in the system somewhere, which meant either one of the hoses was kinked or they were backwards. Which of those two do you think was the right answer? Yep, I had the hoses on backwards. So somehow or another I'd convinced myself this was the return instead of this one, or I knew what I was doing and I just swapped them up somewhere along the way, but whatever, they were backwards. So what I did is I sucked all of the power steering fluid out here, cleaned it all out, and Keith said make sure there's no metal in it. There wasn't, so the pump looked fine. Refilled it, swapped the line, started it up. It's all fine. So yes, so no issues. I'm still not convinced I didn't do some damage to that pump somewhere along the way. So down the road maybe that might be a problem, but it seems okay. And also the hardline attachment right there was a little bit loose, so I tightened that up. I just checked everything as well, make sure everything's good. So it's all good now. So I'll start it up so you can hear what this thing sounds like now. Without all the weird noises and stuff, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'll get you an idea of what this thing sounds like now. Almost. All quiet. Much better. Good. Oil pressure is good. There is a leak down here, so I can't really leave this thing running very long. It's spitting a bunch of oil down there from that oil pressure sender thing we put in there. But you can see it's running. It's nice and quiet. It's happy. I still don't know yet whether I like the mufflers on this thing or not. They're pretty quiet, but we'll see. But until we get the car out and drive it, don't really know whether I'm going to like it or not. This car doesn't have a lot of rumble to it, but it's a stock LS3, 430 horsepower, and maybe they just don't have a lot of rumble. But we'll see. Anyway, everything's looking good now. It's happy. Thanks for everyone for your input on this from the last time, and all your congrats and everything. That meant a lot. It certainly was a big deal. We're certainly happy to have this thing running now. So we're going to leave this be for a while, and we're going to move on to finishing up the rest of the stuff. So we've got the rear brakes to get done, all the hydraulics to get up and bled and everything. So we'll tackle that next time. We'll get to work on that, and then we'll take it from there. We'll see where we end up. But for everybody who's celebrating, have a good 4th, and we will catch you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.